Assalamualaikum. Today's presentation is about compound interest and annuity. We are from class BA 111B. This slide is presented for Sir Kamarul Arifin bin Mansur. This slide will be presented by Johanhakimibinjefrizal, Muhammad Daniel Ainullah bin Muhammad Zaidi, and Muhammad Haziq bin Karunizam. We will continue with the question 1.
For first question, Farid invested 180,000 ringgit in a rare collectible watch. He is considering two possible financial decisions. He can choose whether to sell the watch now and invest the money at 4.8% compounded quarterly, or he can keep the watch and sell it after 5 years for 215,000 ringgit. The question is, which option provides a higher future value return? We have to find the total future value return if Farid decided to sell the watch now and invest the money. Now we know that the principal, or P, is 180,000 ringgit, and as for the M is 4 because of its compounded quarterly, and as for the K, which is the total interest, is 0.04%. After that, we put in the formula into numbers, so we get 180,000 multiplied by 0.04 multiplied by 4, which we get 28,800, but that is just the calculation for 1 year. To get the total of future value return, we must multiply it by 5 years, which is 28,800 multiplied by 5 years, which get us to 144,000 ringgit. And lastly, we need to calculate the original principal plus the total of interest compounded quarterly in 5 years, which will get to 324,000 ringgit. After we compare the total of future value return of option 1 and option 2, turns out option 1 is higher than option 2. So the answer is option 1. Aina deposited 3,800 into an account earning 5.6% interest compounded monthly. After 4 years, she plans to make a second deposit such that the total balance will reach 10,500 exactly 2 years after the second deposit. The question is, find the amount she should deposit at the end of year 4. We get that the original principal, or P, is 3,800 ringgit, and as for the total years, or T, is 4 years. For N, which is the total number of interest period, we have to multiply 4 with 12, which equals to 48. And as for the I, which is the rate per interest period, we have to divide 0.056, which is the interest compounded monthly, with 12. Using the compound amount formula, which is S equals to P in sequence 1 plus I powered by N, we have to change it to the numbers that we get earlier. So the compound amount will be 4,751.59 cents. After that, we have to use the present value formula, which is S divided by in sequence 1 plus I powered by N equals to P. But first, we need to find the N, which is 2 years multiplied by 12, which is 24. Now, we can put the information we got into the formula. So it will be 10,500 divided by in sequence 1 plus 0.056 divided by 12 powered by 24, which equals to 4,751.59 plus the principal. After we calculate it, we can change the equation from positive to negative, which makes it 9,389.91 minus 4,751.59, which makes the answer is 4,638 and 32 cents.
The saving fund grow from Rm 12,500 to Rm 17,980 in 6 years with interest rate H% compounded semi-annually. A. Determine the interest rate H%. Given data. S. The future value 17,980. P. The principal 12,500. Interest rate H% over 2. And the total number of periods 6 times 2, which equals 12. Using compounded interest formula, S equal P times open bracket 1 plus I close bracket to the power of N. Apply the formula. 70,980 equals 12,500 times open bracket 1 plus H% over 2 close bracket to the power of 12. Next, bring the principal to the front. Next, bring the power of 12 to the front. Bring 1 to the front. The 12 root of 70,980 over 12,500 minus 1 equals H% over 2. Next, bring H% to the front. H% equals 2 times open bracket to the 12 root of the 17,980 over 12,500 minus 1 close bracket. Then calculate that H% equals 0.06151564,570. Therefore, H% equals 6.15%. If the savings are continued for another 3 years, find the total amount accumulated. Given S is equal to unknown, P equal to 12,500, I equal to 0.061515645570 and equal to 9 times 2 equal to 18. Using compounded interest formula, S equal P times bracket 1 plus I close bracket the power of n. Apply the given information to the formula. S equal to 12,500 times 1 plus 0.06151564570 divided to close bracket to the power of 18. After calculate, we equal to 21,564.01. Question C. The formula for compounded interest is interest equal to S minus P. After calculate, the total interest will equal to RM 9,064.01 ringgit.
For question 4, is Rizal purchased a house costing 800,000 ringgit. He paid a 20% down payment and financed the balance with a bank loan at 4.3% interest compound monthly to be repaid over 35 years. For the first question, A is to calculate the monthly repayment. Firstly, we need to take all the information from the question. Firstly, we got 800,000 ringgit, but he paid a 20% down payment, and that will be total up to 640,000 ringgit. Next, we have a 4.3% interest, and that will be R and equal to 0.043. Next is compounded monthly, so that will be M equal to 12 because it's a monthly. Next we have 35 years, that will be T. Next we need to find the N and I. To get N, we just multiply the T and M, so that will be 420. And to get I, we just divide R and M. So for this question, we will use the formula A equal to R in sequence 1 minus 1 plus I powered by negative N and per I. But we need to find the R, so we just move the sequence so it will be look like this. Then we just put the numbers in the correct place and we will get R equal to 2950.06. Is to determine the total interest charged by the bank. To get the interest, we need to use the formula I equal to Rn minus A. We just take from the previous question and put in this formula to get the interest that charged by bank, which is equal to 599,025.20. Find the outstanding balance after Rizal make a 250 monthly repayment. So first we need to find the remaining month, which is total month minus by month that he just paid, so it will equal to 117 months left. Then we just use the previous formula, which is A equal to R in sequence of 1 minus 1 plus I and power by negative N per I, and we just put the number into the formula and answer will be A equal to 375086.05 ringgit. Rizal missed the first 3 month payment and he want to pay on the first month to clear R areas. For this question, we will use the formula S equal to R in sequence 1 plus I power by N and minus 1 per I. We just take from the previous question and just put in this formula. Total up will be S equal 11863.82.
Question 5. The A or the present value of annuity is 22,900. But first, we need to subtract the 12% of down payment, which will get to 20,152 ringgit. The monthly installment or R is 565 ringgit 20 cents and the rate is 0.0525. Total months is 12, but we don't know the total years, which is K. But we do know that the total payments is 12 times per year. To get the total interest rate per payment, we need to divide N and M, which is 0.0525 divided by 12. And for this case, we need to use the formula of present of annuity. After applying the numbers into both of the formula, we will calculate the left part of the formula first. And after that, we will get 88.165 divided by 565.20. Then we'll calculate the other formula. And hey, we see that both of the numbers are in negative, so we can throw it out to make both of it are positive. After that, we insert the log for both of the numbers. After that, insert log for both of it. And then we divide both of them by changing the equation. So we get negative 38.84574,603 equals to negative n. And after that, like the usual, we remove both of the negative to make it positive. For the final answer, we can round out the number and we will get 39 years.